Hello, join me once again. Let's have introduction into one interesting topic, broad, large, and interesting. We have statistics today to discuss. And statistics, basically, in mathematics, is dealing with collection of data, how we collect data, how we handle data, how we process data. We analyze and at the end draw conclusions from it. That's basically about statistics. It is placed in most or almost all companies make use of statistical tools or mathematical tools and statistics that you can be able to collect data. You can be able to make analysis of your company's progress. You can be able to compare the past histories of your company to the present and even project into the future. That is why we can see that Ghana has set aside a big ministry called Ghana Statistical Service, where they are involved in quantitative analysis of the populations of the nation. So those who involved in statistics are called statisticians. They help in able to manage the populations of the nation. If there is a decrease in population, they can be able to tell. If there is a decrease in population, so that we can be able to know how the social amenities or the properties of the nation can be allocated. Those are all done by statisticians. So we are saying that word, it is a branch of applied mathematics that involve the collection of data, the description of data, the analysis of data, and inference, that is drawing of conclusions from quantitative data. Researchers are able to make use of statistics. When COVID-19 came, we have people who are researchers researching into the very causes of what? The disease COVID-19. They are able to compare its symptoms, what it does, the time it stays, their incubation period. They are all based on research, and this research also apply the use of statistics. All right. If data is collected, if a quantitative data is collected, before we can be able to draw conclusions from it, we must be able to process that data. So it means data can be collected and processed to become an information. So what are some of the types of data that we have? We have a raw data. When they say a raw data, we are referring to data that has been collected from the source, or in each raw state from the source. So if I ask of the ages of students in my class and I have that data, I'm taking a raw data. Then I can also have an array. So the array is just arrangement of data in ascending or descending order. If we want to be able to take the ages of people in a class, we can be able to arrange the ages from the smallest or the youngest person to the oldest person. It means the data you have collected is arranged in either ascending order or what? Descending order. A data that has been arranged into classes. If you arrange the data into classes, as in you have taken you are having, let's say, population of a school, which could be in thousands or let's say hundreds of thousands. You want to be able to analyze those data. You are going to group them as in 0 to let's say 9, then 10 to 19, as in taking all those ages that are from 0 up to 9 are going to be one category, from 10 up to 19, so that you will not be making use of the raw data in its totality. You can be able to process group them to become smaller, so that you can work with that data. Then we have what we call the discrete data. Now, if you talk of a discrete data, are data that can be counted. The data that can be counted. For example, number of people in a class. We are able to count the people and assign them number. And when you talk of discrete data, there are data that can be collected in whole number. If you are counting people in a class, you will not be able to get 15.1 or 15.2 or 15 and a half. Since they are numbers, we are counting them, we are always going to get a whole number. Number of pencils in a bag, number of cattle that are in a den, all those things are discrete data. We can have what they call continuous data, a data that is being measured. And normally these data are not necessarily in whole number because there is a measurement. The height of people. I can be 1 feet tall, you can be 5 feet tall, but somebody can also be 5 feet point 1 tall. Simply put, there is a fraction on the whole number. We can have the ages of people. You can be 19 years with 1 month old, 19 years with what? 7 months old. That is a change. So we can be able to measure. It is not always in a whole number. Time can also be measured, as in 1 hour, we can have a minute, we can have a seconds. So in general, the data that you have can be a raw data, array of data, group data, discrete data, or a continuous data. So I said earlier on that when the data is collected, it can be processed. And if it is processed, it becomes what? An information. That is where we can be able to make an inference or draw a conclusion from that data. So I'm just bringing a brief introduction into the topic statistics. The next episode, we will start to see how we can process data so that we can make meaning out of that. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.